Hello YouTube, it is Champion DJK coming at you again with another video, and today we've got some Auto World to show you. Kind of a little assortment, so to speak, of Auto World. Mostly like some hobby exclusive stuff, some Ultra Reds we're going to open, all that jazz. Just some random stuff that I've got over the last bit of time, and we have to get it open, so, and on display. So it's time to do that. And we're going to start with this one right here. Kind of interesting, this guy. Well, for reasons of, supposedly this one had quality control issues and Auto World didn't fulfill any of the orders that they placed, that were placed on AutoWorldStore.com. So this made it looks like, directly to some hobby dealers, but I still have a pending pre-order with Auto World. So, and you know, eventually that'll get filled, but apparently they were not happy with the quality of these models and they sent them back. But these are being sold from hobby dealers all over the place. Pretty interesting, but it is a 1981 Chevy Silverado fleet side limited edition. Does not say how many they are limited to, and kind of a weird release, right? Kind of weird. Now, this truck, I believe, was actually supposed to be part of a 2024 release. I believe. Okay, 2024 got weird when it came to Auto World releases. There was all sorts of things going on in 2024 with Auto World releases. So it got a little weird, and I believe this was actually supposed to be part of a 2024 release, but we didn't end up getting it until really, I mean, technically we shouldn't even have it. So, I don't know. It's a bit odd. My buddy Mike Gruthis will probably comment on this one, but they did not, as far as I know, they did not fill any of the orders from AutoWorldStore.com, but likely there are some that got shipped direct from like wherever their warehouse is, where these come off a boat. Direct to some hobby dealers. So there is that, and I don't know what the issue is, but we'll see if we can figure out what's wrong with this one, if there is anything wrong with it. But just be aware of that if you do purchase. You probably are going to want to get them right now from hobby dealers anyway, because these might be kind of limited, the damaged ones. I got one to check out. I don't know if they're damaged, whatever the heck it is, but I don't know. We'll take a look. Let's just take a look at it now. But this is custom cream with stripes. You can see how the packaging is very much just like a regular Auto World packaging, so kind of interesting there. All right, so here it is. It's got the push bar thing up front with like the winch or whatever it is. I don't really see any immediate concern other than this tailgate doesn't want to stay up, which is pretty common for these actually. Slammed. Sometimes you got to play with the bumper. The bumper's a separate plastic piece, and if you kind of play with it to line, or like if it's putting pressure upward, that tends to stay up. I forget what they call this bar in the back, but they got that, like the KC light style thing. I don't know. I don't really see any clear issue with this model. So I'm not sure why these were, I guess why Auto World Store's allotment, I think, was sent back to the manufacturer or whatever, or recalled. I'm not sure what they did. They probably gave hobby dealers the option to hang on to them. Now we do got a little weird glob right there in the corner. And that is actually, I think that's a chip in the paint, actually. I can't tell. Maybe not. No, that's not a chip. It's probably black paint from the inside of the grill. Just didn't make it, you know, splattered right there and then got, I think, clear coated over or something. It's not scraping off with a fingernail. Yeah, so I don't know what the issue was. It's kind of a cool truck. These are kind of expensive. But it's not bad. I don't know. Not sure what the issue is. Let's go ahead and just set her back here for right now. But I do like it. I think it's pretty decent. The square body's kind of been done to death, but it's not bad. All right, next is this Ultra Red for BNSF. So let's go ahead and open up this guy. This is from One Stop Diecast, the Yard release. Kind of a weird truck release. from One Stop Diecast. They did send me some of these. One Stop Diecast did. Not any of the Ultra Reds. The Ultra Red I got from my buddy Diecast, who purchased it off of eBay for me, which is the majority of these Ultra Reds. Is where I got those at. BNSF. And this is the Ultra Red. I don't have the regular, just handy to show you, but we got an Ultra Red here. It's got the big white tires, white interior, red, Ultra Red body, Ultra Red base are the attributes on this one. The regular one was limited to $24.96. So if these are a 1 per, I think they're probably a 1 per 24. That gives you an idea of how many of these are out there. So it's either going to be 104 of them or 52 of them. So there's not very many, right? I think that's how that shakes out. But not very many of these exist. This is actually a pretty rare Ultra Red. But we're slowly chipping away at some of the hobby releases. Some of them are very, very hard to get because of how rare they are. The next one we'll look at, let's look at this guy here. It's another Ultra Red. Ooh, I thought that was a spider at first. It's like spider season right now, so. And I'm in a basement, so you go figure. They like to come in here. 2018 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. This was a Mio exclusive. They came out with like the one in pink and the one in yellow, like at the same time. The Ultra Reds look very similar. Of course, I don't really have it handy right here to show you, but we'll go ahead and I'm going to cut open this package. So these are one of 3,600. I think the chases probably came either 1 per case of 48. That actually might be it, 1 per case of 48. The Mio exclusives come with the old school box, which I love that. I don't think, though, that the blister fits in there. No, it does not. It will not. Old school Auto World fans will remember that these true 1/64 scale cars came with a box that would actually fit the car, not too much unlike a mini GT, where the plastic like blister thing for most cases would fit inside the box with the car, which gave you a storage solution in the package for the car. What? Sorry about that. Which I love. Love, 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 love. So this is pretty cool. We've got, there's your opening hood. Of course, this one has an Ultra Red base, red tires, Ultra Red body. The red, red interior. I don't think the other model had a red interior. It's even got the red tire in the back, and it says MJ exclusive on the plate in Ultra Red. I mean, some people don't like these chases. The funny thing is I'm not a big chase collector either, but I do collect Auto World chases because I just, I started and can't stop. And the chases that are Ultra Red with black tires are the best ones. But in being such an Auto World fan and trying to like be a completionist with them, you got to get stuff like this. So there's that. What should we open up next? I think we're just going to get the Ultra Reds all out of the way. Let's do that. And then we're going to do these. We got some Mio exclusives and some Diecast Z exclusives. So here is the Chevy Suburban from Hewitt Farms. This is in the, what do they call this release? It's like the farm truck release or whatever it is. I'm not really sure. Big Country Collectibles. That's what it is. Big Country Collectibles release. And this is the Ultra Red of the Chevy Suburban. So Big Country Collectibles is another kind of brand. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's another brand that is basically owned by Round 2. So it's really a Round 2 brand, just like Johnny Lightning and Auto World and Racing Champions, and then there's Big Country Collectibles. So here's the Ultra Red of that Suburban. They've done 2 releases. One, I believe, is a 4-car set or 4-truck set, whatever. And one of them is a 6-car set. This one is from, I think, the 6-car set. Let me take a look. Yeah, this one's from the 6-car set. So this was 2023, actually, release 1 of Big Country Collectibles. And I think there's been only two releases so far. 2 full releases. So here's the Ultra Red. Kind of interesting. It's got more of like a sparkly Ultra Red. Like if you're looking at that versus that, it's different, right? And that's the thing. The paint of Ultra Reds has kind of changed release to release, and I'm not sure if it's a factory thing. It probably is something related to whatever factory they're made in. But white tires, white base, Ultra Red rims, which is cool. Ultra Red body, of course. Red tinted windows. And then this top color is actually the color of the actual, it's not Ultra Red, it's actually the color of the regular release, which unfortunately I don't have handy, otherwise I'd show it to you. But kind of interesting. It's a chase, so you chase collectors out there might dig that. Everybody else, maybe not. All right, then we got this one here. This is the 1966 Chevy Impala SS. This was from the Mio exclusive Custom Lowriders set. They came out with these, I want to say there was a good 10 different releases, maybe more. Maybe more. I wonder if I got them. I got them kind of handy. Let's see here. From the original lowrider ones, and they've come up with some since the original ones. And there's been, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, like 16 of them, I think. I don't have all the Ultra Reds, but I'm getting closer and closer. This one is the Ultra Red of the purple release of this 1966 Impala. And it's a Mio exclusive, so it's limited to 4,800 pieces. Let's open that up and pop that down. Like this one a lot. This one does come with the box, which is cool. Love that. Looks like the other ones that we got there come with the box as well. Very neat. Very cool. And this is neat because it doesn't have colored tires. I hate the colored tires. If there's anything I don't like about the Ultra Red chases is when they do colored tires. When they have just a black tire, it looks more like a color variation of the car, and I think it's much cooler. So we got black tires, gold rims, which is actually part of the regular release, white interior, Ultra Red body. I think that's pretty much it. Just a white interior and Ultra Red body, because I think actually the regular release, I have it in a case over here. I'm too lazy to go grab it. The regular release actually had chrome, not gold trim. So that is actually different from the chase to this. There's your plate there, 1966 SS. That's a nice looking chase. I really do like that one. I think that one's pretty awesome. All right, now we're into like some exclusives. Oddly enough, and it seems to be like, this is a common thing, like one hobby group or whatever, Diecast Z, let's say, is going to come out with the same casting as like Mio does at the same time. And I wonder if that's just because, hey, we want to do some runs of this Charger. We'll give you a disc. I don't know how it works. No idea, but we got two Charger Hellcats over here and a Charger Hellcat with a light bar over there. We're going to go ahead and do this one first. This is one of 4,800 pieces. It's a 2021 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat, Mio exclusive. It is black and orange, very Halloween appropriate, right? Let's go ahead and open it up. Not my favorite Auto World casting, because it's really not my favorite car. Well, you do get the box with this one. I do want to see if the little blister thingy is going to fit in here. And it's not at all. And that used to be the case with these, and it's not, unfortunately. Box looks kind of cool. I do save those. All the early ones have the actual blister in them, so if I ever have to store them, I'm able to do it. This one does not really want to roll because of that front axle being a little jammed up. It kind of looks cool. I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of this car in general, but I don't know. It's not bad. It's got an opening hood, of course. You can kind of see in there. I don't really want to pry this open so dark. Try to open a different one. It kind of looks neat, though. I like the matte, like the black on black. Looks cool, and then the orange for the eye is kind of neat. And then like the matte black stripe with the orange trim. It looks cool. It is a mean looking version of this car. I will say that. I will say that. So I really kind of like this release a little bit more than I thought I would. And that's always pretty cool. And then we got a Golf one, which I think is kind of wild. I mean, why Golf on a Charger? Does that make any sense at all? And that's the thing. They got like this Golf license, and people will just put Golf like on anything. It's kind of, it gets a little bit old, right? And I know that there's a lot of you that agree with my sentiment there. I'm actually saving these just in case. I have to add these things to my spreadsheet, so we're saving those. All right. You get the box. That's cool. Here's the car. And they give it like it's like a General Lee Golf crossover with the 01 being there, right? Is that right? I don't know. Is that wrong? I don't know anything about it. I do know I kind of rolled my eyes at this release, to be frank. And but of course I have to get it, right? Because I've got a little Auto World like museum going in my basement. Hood opens much easier on this model, and you can see the engine much better. See that supercharger up there. You know, it's not bad. I like that it's kind of almost a matte finish on the orange. So again, you got kind of a mix of real gloss and not gloss, which does give it kind of a bit of a little premium look. This one doesn't really want to roll, though, either. P.F. Goodrich on the tires. I don't know what the Ultra Reds look like of these, but I need them now. And yeah, I don't know. It's, again, getting it out of the package, I like it a little bit better than when it was in the package. I will say that this one I thought was going to be the most boring, bland thing, whatever, and I actually kind of like this one. So sometimes that's what it takes. You got to get it out of the package, and you're kind of like, okay, I kind of like it now. You know, more than I did when it was in the package. Maybe I'll feel that way about these. All right, Diecast Z. Honestly, partner, I do respect your business. This guy does primarily stuff on Whatnot, really, and it's insane. Like, they stream, like, I swear they stream like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, something like that. It seems like it's like anytime I pop on their Diecast Z's having a show on Whatnot. So they really work hard at what they do. They posted like sales numbers on Instagram or whatever. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but it was something astronomical. I could not believe it. So they've done a crazy amount of sales on the Whatnot platform, and that's cool. I respect the hustle. I think it's really cool. Now, they do exclusives with Auto World from time to time, and I will say some of them have been a little bit boring or weird or odd. Like, I don't understand it. And this might fall into that. Okay, so we've got a Mexico City Police. And does Mexico City Police really use Dodge Charger SRT Hellcats? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I didn't look it up. It's possible they do. And if they do, this is actually a really cool release. If they don't, this is kind of a weird release. So someone will let me know in the comments down below. But we got another Hellcat, this 2021. I'm going to open it up. No box for these. But when I say it, they kind of, Diecast Z went really ham on square body trucks in the beginning, and they were just putting them out in like custom solid colors with their logo on the top of them. I wasn't a big fan of that, and I did make that clear when I talked about them in video. But no disrespect, honestly, if you're watching this video. These are much cooler, I think. They don't have, and I get it. You put your logo on there. You want your logo on there. You're like, it's my business. I'm promoting my business. I understand that, obviously, but it detracts, I think, from the vehicle. So I think this is kind of a way cooler situation, whatever you've got going on here. Even if this is not a car that's used legitimately as a police car in Mexico. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's used as one here, so I guess it probably is. It's actually really cool. And again, like, it's another one that I'm like, I'm not really, but I get it out of the package. I kind of like it. I actually like these chargers. I'm digging them a lot more than I thought I would. The light bar looks pretty decent. And again, I think what's kind of setting them off for me, and I don't know if this is an illusion to me or not on this one, but it does appear that, like, the white is very high gloss and then the green is not. And it kind of gives them a very premium look, like a real graphic car would be, because a lot of times they don't have clear coat sometimes on the outside of the whatever other color they add to the plain white car. So 911. I mean, I guess that should be legit there too, maybe. I don't know anything about Mexico, guys. I'm sorry. I've never been there. And I've never been out of the country, as a fact. And I'm pretty old now, and if I don't make it out, I don't make it out. And I'm okay with it. I wish I could have traveled more, maybe in my youth. I don't know. But traveling just seems like a pain in the butt. And the only time I travel is pretty much for work, and it's within the U.S. So anyway, it's cool. I dig it. I think it's neat. Actually, like I said, I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And so these I got from a Whatnot stream. I was doing a Whatnot stream. He had them in the Buy It Now, and I picked up this one and that one. I'm guessing this one's pretty limited. It doesn't say so on here, but I'm gonna guess it's limited to that $24.96. It might not be. It might be a little bit more than that, but most of their exclusives they do stick to that $24.96. It would be really cool to get an Ultra Red of that and this. Then we get the 1983 Toyota Celica Supra, and this is done in like a black and yellow. It's another one I don't really understand where the color scheme comes from, but it might be something legit. I just am not aware of it. But let's go ahead and cut it open. Let's cut that open real quick here, and then take a peek at it. This one's, oh, I dropped it right on the ground. And thankfully we're not over like cement or hard ground, because she survived. Kind of interesting. Yeah, limited to $24.96 on this particular model. And I like it. It's a matte finish, but it's not like a gross textured matte finish. Hood opens good. Hood shuts good. Like this this casting's fantastic. We're due for another one in an Auto World release, by the way. Should be getting another one. 83 Pennsylvania plate. Is this supposed to be done in, like, is this a Steelers thing? Is that what this is? Who's 24 on the Steelers? And dude, I'm sorry, but football in me, Tecmo Super Bowl for the NES is the peak of my football knowledge. Okay? Once we get past that, I started getting into music and guitar and stuff. I stopped really caring so much about football. I mean, I still like it as an excuse to have some beers with some buddies and stuff like that. It's fun. But I'm not really like following it and super into it. I have way too many other hobbies to get serious about football. But no disrespect to anybody that is serious about football. This has got to be a Steelers thing, isn't it? I mean, the Pennsylvania 80, 83, 24 Well, it's an 83 Supra, so that's why the 83. But I don't know if that is also some other player's number that they did. There's something going on here. So someone in the comments will clear that up for sure. But if it is that, and if it's supposed to be kind of an off-label Steelers thing, I think that's kind of neat. So wouldn't mind seeing a Packers one or a Denver Broncos one. I was a Denver Broncos fan when I was a kid. All right, and this is as close you're going to get to that, I guess. All right, so thank you guys very much for watching this Oddball Auto World video. This will be in the Auto World playlist. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yada, yada, yada. Appreciate it. My videos are organized in playlists, so if you check out the playlists, you're going to find more content that you'll probably enjoy. And please watch the stuff. That would be fun. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good day.